3 days of darkness. Prophecies and revelations given to Luz de Maria. Our Lord Jesus Christ. December 31, 2015. Children, do not move away from me. Come, my love reclaims you. When you see what is closer and closer shine in the sky, invite my mother with the Hail Mary so that her angels protect you. The announced darkness is what will arrive and will take over the world, purifying my people in the crucible, my people that have dislodged me and have thrown me out of their hearts. The Most Holy Virgin Mary. 8 October 2015. My children, a comet will come to Earth and will cause the 3 days of darkness which I have announced so much. 3 days during which you must remain at home, keep the windows sealed so the light from terrible thunder and lightning, falling from above, will not harm you, because behind the thunder and lightning, the devils will kill a large number of my children, and I, with great pain, will shed my tears over them. Our Lord Jesus Christ. 4 July 2015. Darkness will cover humankind for 3 days during which you will be purified like never before because of the sin without measure to which man has come. Our Lord Jesus Christ. September 17, 2014. I call on my faithful people, to those who love me in spirit and in truth, to remain standing while the physical darkness comes and will reach all corners of the globe. It will be a cosmic event and the earth shall be darkened and will tremble with force, but those who fear my justice will be because they don't know me in depth, because they ignore that even upon executing my justice, this has my absolute mercy, otherwise everything would be annihilated. Our Lord Jesus Christ. 4 July 2010. Darkness will come for 3 days, surpassing the star that is the sun. These days will seem endless. Our Lord Jesus Christ. 2 July 2010. My children, I remained in the tomb for 3 days and then resurrected. In the same way you will be deprived of light for 3 days. After these 3 days you will shine as the light shines, which doesn't hide. Vision of Luz de Maria on the 3 days of darkness. In the last messages, heaven has made me sense the urgency in which we live. It is a feeling of gratitude for the divine word and at the same time anxiety for what is to befall upon humanity. My divine spouse presented me with a scale. The scale had, on one side man's will, which weighed more, and on the other the Trinitarian will, that at this moment is despised. As the events appeared, I saw how the side of the scale where the Trinitarian will was weighed more, at that moment the scale inclined towards the will of God, and man suffered and suffered relentlessly. My divine spouse told me, "My beloved, look at the scale, it is already inclined towards my will. Now with the suffering, nature will double what it feels against man. I know that soon a great schism will come. I know there will be an attack that will cause astonishment to all humanity. I know that everything is so close to man, that each day is truly a blessing. What we need to do is to intercede for all humanity. These days are the consequence of the smoke of sin that rises to such a degree, that God will send the angels to sound their trumpets before the days of darkness. These days will be of divine origin and as a result of man's free will. The Holy Trinity will allow sin to fall upon the earth in the form of fire. When this happens, God will make nature harden and react against man. All this will happen in only one event. God promised us that this purification will be of fire, but this fire will have the power to penetrate the flesh and reach all the way to the bowels of the being. It is not a fire as we know it. This fire will enter through the mouth and it will be like a burning within. It will be a test of faith for the faithful. It will be such a dense darkness that nothing will be seen. This darkness will enter the soul. I know that there is a promise that only the blessed candles will give light, but there is a light that is inextinguishable, the light of the good and faithful soul. There are a lot of people who have blessed candles but their lives are a disaster. To these creatures the candles will not light up, their soul will not give them light. Sin will appear as terrifying apparitions. For example, lust will come as a demon. The demons of intense sexual desires of the flesh, of abortion, of drugs, of blasphemy, will appear in the most frightening forms. I saw the demons shouting profanities and taking over the bodies of those in sin to knock on the doors of the houses, simulating the voices of their families. In this way they can enter and snatch the people that are inside and take them to hell, which will open up making the earth shake and there will be an overflow of streams and seas, until the waters submerge most of the earth. It will be such that whoever is left alive will feel alone. The earth will be covered with corpses and a plague of wolves will come that will eat the corpses so they will not contaminate. The good people will be protected. We must have a small altar in the house with prayer books and blessed candles. The Lord allowed me to see the darkness, I heard terrible wailings. I looked towards the north and saw a great dark cloud advancing towards the south, but it was something terrifying. With the darkness came demons and fire that advanced and snatched everyone that was on their path. I saw the angels of God in front of the darkness, removing the good people and taking them to their homes in matters of minutes, and the innocent were taken to another place. As the darkness spread, dense, very dense, with a nauseating odor that came from the bodies from the creatures that the demons were taking out their entrails and scattering them all over the earth. The demons shouted with terrible howls, words that I did not understand. They wanted to enter the houses of the faithful, where there were people praying with blessed candles, but it was not possible for them. The demons fled, desperately. From one moment to the other I saw all the earth dark, the whole earth was convulsed. The earthquake did not diminish its intensity and the waters swept the earth. I saw a blessed candle burn for 3 days and more. In the same way I was able to see how the homes of the good people did not fall, but remained standing, and also the consecrated places to the Blessed Virgin Mary and to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Message from Jesus to Saint Padre Pio regarding the 3 days of darkness, Italy, 1959. The hour of the chastisement is near, but I will manifest my mercy. Our era will be an eyewitness of a terrible chastisement. My angels, who are to be the executioners of this work, will take special care to annihilate all those who mock me and do not believe in my prophets. Hurricanes of fire will be launched from the clouds and will spread throughout the earth. Increasing violent disturbances on land, at sea and in the air, earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, windstorms, will cover the earth. For the duration of 3 days and 3 nights, uninterrupted hurricanes of fire will rain forth from heaven to demonstrate that God is the master of creation. Those who believe and hope in my word need not be afraid, because I will not abandon them, the same with those who listen to my messages. No harm will come to those in the state of grace and who seek the protection of my mother. To you, prepared for this trial, I want to give signs and warnings. The night will be bitterly cold, the wind will howl and roar, then will come lightning, thunderbolts, the stars and heavenly bodies will be disturbed and restless. As soon as you perceive the disturbed signs of the very cold night, go inside, shut and lock all doors and windows, pull down the shades, keep the doors and windows well covered. Do not look out, and do not talk to anyone outside. Kneel down before a crucifix and pray incessantly. Make acts of contrition, and call upon my Blessed Mother for her protection. Anyone who looks out or goes out will die immediately. The wrath of my Father is holy and he does not want us to see it. Those who disregard this advice will be killed instantly. The wind will carry and fill the air with pestilence and poisonous gases. Those who suffer innocently will die as martyrs and will enter my reign. After the chastisements, the holy angels will descend from heaven and spread the spirit of peace over the earth. A feeling of immeasurable gratitude will possess the hearts of those who survive this terrible ordeal. Pray piously the Holy Rosary, if possible in a gathering or by yourself. All will be black, and the only thing which will give light will be the blessed candles. Once lit, nothing will put them out in the houses of the believers. These candles should be blessed on Candlemas Day on February 2nd. Message of 1959, taken from his testament and was distributed by the Franciscans priests to all the Catholic prayer groups in the world, since the Christmas of 1990.